Welcome to Politics Watch JA. And first, I want to say thanks to the viewers and subscribers for supporting this channel so far. Well, today we're gonna discuss which opposition leaders never became a Jamaican prime minister. And if you think about it, if you're opposition leader and you can't become a Jamaican prime minister, you're worthless. That means to say the voters them and the citizens them reject you. Anyway, still, we have 9 opposition leaders since what they call independence in 1962. So, my viewers and subscribers, I want to know if you tell me which opposition leaders you think never became a prime minister. You can guess that off the top of your head. Mr. Logics, come in. You think you know which opposition leader never became prime minister of Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah, man. That one should be very, very easy for our listeners and our viewers to get one of them recently, because that happened recently, right?
Yeah, what?
Only one I knew.
Well, I know, Mr. Logics, we not count Mark Golding because him no go for no general election yet.
Yeah, we never count Mark Golding yet, but still the people should know at least one of them.
Alright,
And big up to our viewers and our listeners. And guys, remember to like, subscribe, and share our channel.
Alright, so maybe just list out, maybe make it easy for them and list out the opposition leaders that we have since independence, and then they can decide which opposition. Not, I don't want to use no partisan or no politics thing if you say, well, just tell me which one has never become a prime minister of Jamaica. Alright, so we're going to start off with Norman Manley. He was opposition leader from 1962 to 1969. Then you have Michael Manley, was opposition leader from 1969 to 1972. Then you have Hugh Shearer. Him never be opposition for too long, from 1972 to 1974. Then you have Siaga. Him a opposition leader the longest. Him do I not lie. My longest service opposition leader Jamaica have. Him go from night.
Me born see him as opposition leader, actually.
Yeah, my opposition leader from 1974 to 1989. From 1974 to 1980. Again from 1980 lose election again to 89. And from 89 to 2005. 2005 he resigned as party leader. And then
he was opposition leader for 22 years, if you do the math.
And
22 years as opposition leader.
And then you have Kenneth Baugh. He's my opposition leader for about 4 days. 3 days basically, from January 21, 2005 to January 24, 2005. And then you have Bruce Golding now. He's my opposition leader from January 24, 2005 to September 11, 2007. And then you have Mama P, Portia Simpson-Miller. Yes, man.
Right.
From 11th of September 2007 to 2012. And then you have Brogard. Brogard step in 2012. January 5th, 2000.
No, he stepped in. No, Brogard stepped in 2010 when Bruce resigned. He was opposition leader for about a month.
Yeah.
After the Tivoli invasion thing, remember that he was opposite. Remember saying
Oh,
he was
yes.
one that called the election in Mandeville.
Yes. Yes. And then he become a full-fledged opposition leader in 2012.
So he was opposition leader 2 times.
Yeah. But him become a prime minister. May I give you an answer. So Brogard no night, because him is the prime minister now, right?
Yeah.
So, but he was opposition leader
2 times and opposition leader 2 times.
All right. So I know Brogard, but he was opposition leader between 2012 to 2016. And then Mama P lose her next election to Brogard again. 2016 to 2017. And then you have Peter Phillips, Dr. Peter Phillips, who became the opposition leader from 2017 to 2020. And then you have Mark Golin now, who take over from Peter Phillips 2020 to present. So, viewers and subscribers, you can't tell me I wish opposition leader never became a prime minister of Jamaica. And it's supposed to real easy still. Real easy. So Logics, you want to tell them at least one of them? I'm gonna tell them one first.
Alright, you can go ahead one, man.
Alright, so the first one, a Kenneth Baugh.
Yeah.
Why Kenneth Baugh never?
Some people will disagree though.
Why?
Why? Because some people will say Norman Manley never became prime minister.
Yes, but Norman Manley was in opposition. And he wasn't a prime minister, he was a premier.
He was a premier, that's the reason, because Norman Manley was a premier means that he was the one that usually ruled Jamaica for a time. But when Jamaica gets independence, he did not become prime minister.
That's true.
But he was premier though. Premier wouldn't be the same position as a president or a prime minister.
That's true. So Norman Manley, you go up on the case. You get your first opposition leader. You were a premier, yes. You never became.
He was a premier.
You never became prime minister for so-called independent Jamaica.
Jamaica,
right? I understand.
But he was leader under a different name.
Yeah, under a
premier.
So why second person viewers and subscriber? Why second opposition leader that never became a prime minister? Come like we have to give him a prize, Mr. Logics, cause he come like this. Mama just tell you no. Kenneth Baugh. Dr. Kenneth Baugh.
Dr. Kenneth Baugh, the former medical doctor and deputy prime minister.
So how him become opposition leader and not become a prime minister? Why?
Well, that situation was just for a short period where Siaga decided to resign, but actually the post was supposed to be handed down to Bruce Golin. So that kind of took a couple of days for it to be done. Because Bruce Golin wasn't an MP, nor was he a member of the JP at that time. So they had to, it was like a similarity. It's like a similarity with how Andrew Holmes got the job in terms of everybody in the party just rally around who the leader wanted to choose as his successor. And he wanted to choose Bruce. Everybody just go rally around Bruce.
So Siaga choose Bruce Golin as the opposition leader?
Right. He was the one that said he chose him even though they didn't agree, which is very weird. They did not see eye to eye and were not actually likable of each other, because Siaga was the reason why Bruce left the party. Because they did not see eye to eye. But the reason why Edward Siaga chose him, even though they were not really friends, because in his eyes, Siaga eyes, Bruce Golin was the only person that was competent of leading JLP to a victory in general election. He did not see anybody else in the party.
So what role Kenneth Baugh play? How him become opposition leader and for such a short time? Because this look like those 4 or 5 days.
Kenneth Baugh was seen as a safe hands that the leadership could handle until all the fine details were worked out with Bruce Golin. So it was just a safe hand that you could rely on to just hold on to the position until the right man comes in.
Oh, and in the hold on funny.
And he hold on it. Because they could not give it. The reason why he was in a safe hand, right? Rather than Pernell Charles or Alisha, because Pernell Charles and Alisha wanted the leadership.
Yeah.
Siaga, right?
You know, Alisha sorry never get it.
They could not be trusted. Yeah, sorry that he could not be he did not get it. But they could not be trusted, so they weren't seen as safe as if they wanted to be leaders.
So hold on, Shaw never who Shaw the challenge for the leader of JLP.
Yes, he did challenge in
Challenge
2011.
who challenge
He
again? Now
challenged too.
honest.
Yeah, honest.
Yeah man, Shaw they never trust Shaw for a long time man. Cause he have too much ambition.
Yeah, man, he wasn't trusted for. He wanted to get it when Bruce did not get it, and then he wanted to get it when Andrew get it as well.
Okay. So who is there anybody else that was an opposition leader and did not become a prime minister? Anybody
Yes,
else in
that's
the
Peter
list?
Phillips. Peter Phillips.
Oh, Dr. Peter Phillips?
Yeah, the final one, Dr. Peter Phillips.
Dr. Peter, viewers and subscribers, no hear that? Dr. Peter Phillips
Peter Phillips.
did not become the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Why? Why him not become the Prime Minister of Jamaica?
The main reason why he's not become prime minister, he's not likable. That is basically the main reason.
Voila, Mr. Logics.
Two reasons.
Voila, Mr. Yeah. When I say him not likable, he's not likable by the party people and PMP supporters are by the general voters them.
By the general voters, which made up both half of the members of his party, along with the members of the JP party, right? So he was not likable. And one of the reasons he was not likable was the age factor.
Age?
Yes, that played a big role in him not getting the leader, in not being the prime minister.
So what age you have to be to become a Jamaican prime minister?
There's no age, but Jamaicans just have that mindset that he was just too old, and that was one of the reasons that hold him back.
But at what time you talk about? But what year that day?
In 2017, he was in his 70s.
No, Peter Phillips?
That was too old. Yeah, Peter Phillips is in his 70s.
At that time?
At the time, he was in 2020. Peter Phillips was 73.
So why want to be prime minister at that old age?
Exactly, that is one of the reasons a lot of poor voters did not want him, because they were saying that it's the same old. They wanted something new.
Okay. So at that time, if he became at that time when he was opposition leader, who was the prime minister?
Andrew Holness was the prime minister.
Andrew Holness way younger than him, right?
Yeah, way younger.
So that is so that a reason why he never become a prime minister?
That's the reason. So age was one of the main reasons that likable. So persons actually in the election, right? They voted on age rather than competence. Because in truth and in fact, right? And not being biased or partisan, but Dr. Peter Phillips is way more qualified than the current prime minister. So if we're looking at qualifications, right?
Yes.
Remember, this man has his doctorate degree and a PhD degree
in
international economics and politics.
Yes.
And Jehovah just have a bachelor's in public administration, right? And that's it. This man has passed bachelor's, master's, and he has his doctorate. In fact, Dr. Peter Phillips is also was also an assistant professor.
No,
so
but
at the level of what you call a professor.
Yeah, but you see, being qualified is one thing, but being competent is another thing.
But he was very competent, because remember again now that Dr. Peter Phillips was the one that rescued Jamaica economy from the collapse under Bruce Golding and Ali Shaw. Remember that Ali Shaw was failing all of his IMFs when the country crashed. The country crashed under the 2008 recession, right? Remember that recession?
Yes.
But Ali Shaw, right, was the finance minister, and he had to go to the IMF to borrow a loan, and he failed all of his IMFs. And then PMP won the election. Dr. Peter Phillips renegotiate the IMF loan deal, and then he passed all of it until, remember that he was awarded Finance Minister of the Year by a lot of magazines worldwide because he brought back Jamaica economy from collapse. So he has proven, his track record has proven that he was arguably Jamaica's best finance minister. So he was the one that the economy that
at that time when he was finance minister,
he was the one.
Who was the prime minister? Who Mama P, right?
Yeah, Mama P, yeah.
Mama P. So what you think stop him from become how Mama P became the leader of the party over him?
It was true. Delegates vote. The people prefer her, even though she was not qualified as him. So it's the same situation.
So Mama P. So we say Mama P less qualified than Peter Phillips and became leader of the party and prime minister. And Andrew One is less qualified than Dr. Peter Phillips and become leader of Theme Party JLP and prime minister.
Right.
So we are telling him say qualifications don't necessarily mean say you'll get the job over somebody else.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean that. The only person that was most qualified that become leader of a party was PJ Patterson.
Oh. Because as far as I get to understand, Dr. Peter Phillips' personal ambitions cause him to not become a prime minister of Jamaica. Explain that to me. Is that true or false?
Yeah, man, that's true. His personal ambition of that he know that the polls were showing that he was way behind.
What was his ambition by the way?
His ambition was just to become prime minister. That's it. Basically, he wanted to have the most powerful seat in the office in the country.
He want prime minister pension.
A lot of people point to that the prime minister pension, but I wouldn't, because given the fact that he's already a wealthy person, been in government for 40 years, plus a professor, he has to be wealthy before that. But and his wife, remember that his wife is also a lawyer for over 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
But he put his personal ambition of becoming prime minister over the parties, and that was not good because the party wanted a younger leader, somebody that was fresh, that could unite the entire party.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that because the polls show that. He knows it, and he knows that there was a problem with his age, but he still persists.
So hold on. There was a leadership challenge where Peter Phillips go against Mama P.
Yeah, man,
how much leadership challenge going on in a PMP?
2 times. 3 times. 2 with Mama P, 1 with Peter Bunton.
So how much of them he win?
Only one. He lost twice to Mama P, and he won the one against Bunton by a couple hundred.
Hola, Mama P was less qualified than him. Beat him 2 times.
Yeah, right, because the delegates, just like with Andrew Owens, delegates tend to vote for somebody that has charisma, or a charismatic leader. Mama P was seen as a person that was very charismatic.
No, may I tell you,
that's the reason why they voted for her.
May I tell you, Mama P charismatic. I know actually she very charismatic.
No man, she is.
And that I love about her.
In fact, they say that Mama P has been the most popular prime minister in terms of polling in Jamaica history, behind Michael Manley. They were known as the 2 most charismatic leaders in Jamaica. Michael Manley, Portia, Simpson-Miller.
So Dr. Peter Phillips finally get opposition leader, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't he went up in a general election against Andrew Wallace, right? Me think that this would have been chance to become prime minister.
And guess what too? Not just that, he also won in the debate. Remember the debate against prime minister?
Yes. Andrew Wallace.
He also won the debate.
In kick where Andrew Wallace foot.
and the people still never vote for him. That is why you can't use debate, because debate would have shown who is most qualified and who understand the issues more. And him kick away Andrew Foot in the debate.
Yeah, him win that debate there clearly.
Yeah, man, but they still not vote for him.
Why? Why though? Why? Why? I can't just age alone.
Because, alright, not just age alone, but one of the other reasons is, alright, how are you going to win a general election, right? When your own party is not fully supported of you in terms of there was a split in the party where it was undermined by Rise United. And Rise United was led by Peter Bunting at the time.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, there was a great undermining of him. In fact, they did not even want it to campaign. There's a lot of evidence out there. Text messages, voice notes where they deliberately sabotage his election.
So you tell me, say, if PMP, MP them and voters them sabotage Dr. Peter Phillips just because they don't want him to become Prime Minister?
Just because look at this. In 2016, right? 300,000 people came out to vote for the PMP. The PMP has the largest voting base in the country, right? Based on in the 40 to 60 age group, that has always been polled. In the 2020, when Peter Phillips was leader, only 100,000 people came out and voted for the PMP. So basically, half of their base did not come out. More than half of their base.
So what me I say, you feel say, you sure say I know the secret MOU where Dr. Peter Phillips.
I don't think the secret MOU had an impact on.
When him sign with America and Britain. You know if he said that
No, that's far from it, because that was from 2011. That had no impact on his election, actually.
So you feel say a leadership experience in lacking Dr. Peter Phillips?
I don't think his leadership, for example, for me, if we have the same Dr. Peter Phillips that we had in terms of his qualification and everything, right? If he was 30
you see that about qualification and he sure say.
No, but I'm going to say if he was 30 years younger, 30, I'm putting at 30 years, so he would be in his 40s, right? It's possible that he will be Prime Minister right now.
You know, say in 2016, Dr. Peter Phillips said Andrew Jones is the worst Prime Minister I know though.
Yeah.
He ever seen. Worst Prime Minister ever seen. But he never become a Prime Minister.
But he never become a Prime Minister. But and to me, in my opinion, he understood how to run a country. I think Jamaica would be much better than where they are now if he was Prime Minister.
Well, him never get the chance to make it if he make them if he reach this also.
Exactly, and it's one of the saddest. I think it's one of the biggest missed opportunities in Jamaica history of not having him as leader.
All right, so since
he's the one that steered us out of economic collapse.
But that no mean saying he can't solve crime, he can't deal with health issues, jobs and all of them. Because remember, he was he a national security minister?
Yeah, he was national security minister before, and he was tough on crime. Remember that.
So what was his performance?
He was the same one that signed MOU, that allow for dual extradition. So he was a tough person. If I talk about crime with him as security minister, I'm going to go into a route where a lot of people, right, are going to realize how tough he was and how serious he was, and he wasn't into the corruption. He was one of the politicians that wasn't corrupted.
All right, you know what? I forgot to say that for another chance, one other program. But one more action though. One more action though. Dr. Peter Phillips have a son in the party right now.
Yeah.
Now Michael Phillips in him.
Yes, he's my MP.
You feel say him can do when daddy never do?
No, he can't.
Yeah, you can't say that. You can't just... You let him think about it?
No, he can't. He's a good MP, but he doesn't have the
You're not even thinking about what me say yet.
He won't be able to become leader of PNP.
No man, give youth a chance, man.
He doesn't have the charisma and he does have the intelligence.
Hear me I say. Michael Phillips, so you hear the man that bet against you. So here what? I want you to come and prove to people like him, Mr. Logic say, you can become the prime minister for yourself and for your daddy will never get a chance to become. All you do, don't go in on a leadership challenge. You hear Michael?
I'll be shocked if he actually becomes evil leader of the party, much less prime minister.
No, but not him. I think him is chairman. What post he hold in the party?
He's one of the vice presidents.
Yeah, so him depend good chucking now. Him a move up, you know. I think I see him position Damon Crawford hold too.
Yeah, like Crawford. He's moving up, but Crawford will be he's ahead of him.
Crawford is ahead of him. Boy, in our politics, very unpredictable, you know. Very unpredictable.
So unpredictable.
So viewers and subscribers, if you know they are listening more, telling you thanks for tuning to another topic again for me and Mr. Logix. Mr. Logix, say something to them before we move now.
Yeah man, big up to our viewers and subscribers. And guys, remember to like up the video, share it among your family, relatives, friends. Thank you for watching us and big up guys.
Alright, Mr. Logix, we catch up on the next one again. Thanks to all the viewers and subscribers, and thanks for the support that we have so far. Alright.